To another reading vlog. It is Wednesday today and I've started the weekly vlog a little bit later this week because I have had the most craziest start to the week. As you know, I was talking about in my last video, I'm kind of in between living at my parents' and living in Melbourne at the moment, and then I got some really good news on Monday that I'll be able to move out of my place in Melbourne sooner than I thought that I was going to. I thought I was going to have to stay there till November because that is the 12 months that we agreed on, but I explained to my landlord my current situation and how I need to go back home because I'm not well and I can't afford my rent and I can't work. And she spoke to the owners and they've agreed to let us out in a month. So all of a sudden it is chaotic. We're moving things everywhere. We went yesterday to go and do a big shift of all my stuff and move it to my parents, but it's kind of chaotic here at my parents because my parents are also moving in about a month or two, so everything's kind of all over the place and in storage, and it is a very chaotic time at the moment. But good news is almost all of my books are here are here with me, and it is so nice to have all my books together again. There's so many times that I've like come up to my parents and I wanted to read like a certain book, like I haven't been able to, and I've had to like plan my reading and stuff, so it's just so nice to sit here and look at all my books again. And the book stacks are back. If you were following me back when I lived in my old studio apartment, I had the most beautiful book stacks underneath my big window and a beautiful view of the tree. And yeah, my book stacks brought me a lot of joy. So I've got a little reading corner in my temporary room at the moment with my beanbag chairs being also brought up. And yeah, I feel a little bit of relief that this part has already been done. And yeah, I'm extremely grateful that I'm going to be able to move out sooner than I thought I was going to. It's just such a weight that's been lifted off my shoulder, and I'm really excited just to move back to the country with my family. Yeah, so that's a very exciting update. I feel like this reading vlog I'm not going to read much because this week is quite chaotic for me. I've got an appointment tomorrow with Centrelink to discuss disability payment, and I've also got to head back down to Melbourne on Friday to do more packing, so it's kind of just a life admin organising week. But I have started a new book and I've only read 30 pages of it, but I think I might do some more reading today because today is kind of a chill day and I'm a bit tired from yesterday, so I'm not going to do too much today. But anyway, the book that I have started is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, which I've only read 30 pages, but I am loving it so far. I love the writing style. I love the gaming like aspect to it. And yeah, I think it's going to be a really touching story, and I really like the characters and the whole feel of it. And I have a feeling this is going to be a new all-time favorite. I've been wanting to read this one for a long time, and now that I finally picked it up, I have a good feeling about it. Yeah, so I'm really excited to read this one. Also, when I go down to Melbourne on Friday, I am planning to go book shopping and buy our June book club book of the month, which we always spin the wheel to decide the next book for book club, and it landed on Poor Things for next month, and which was the book that was turned into a movie recently. So we're going to read the book and watch the movie and discuss that, and I'm very excited to read this one. It's like fantasy historical vibes, kind of a take on Frankenstein, and I feel like it's going to be very like interesting, whimsical, kind of quirky writing, so I'm really excited to read Poor Things. And yeah, I think that I'm just going to read this one this week, and it might be a bit of a shorter vlog, but I will soon post a books that I read this month post. I think I've read about 10 books this month, so I will chat about them in another video. And yeah, I think I'm just going to read for the rest of today in my little reading corner. I've got my little beanbag chair here and all my books, and I can just sit in the sun and read. I'm back with some exciting news and my heat pack. I just got some book mail delivered. I ordered this for myself about 2 weeks ago. It is from World of Books, which do secondhand books and free shipping, and so many good deals on here. So I'm gonna open it now. I think it's 2 books. It's 2 books, yeah. Okay, oh my god, I'm so excited. Let's start with this one. I got Hot Milk by Deborah Levy. I am a big fan of Deborah Levy's work, and I recently read The Man Who Saw Everything and I loved it so much. So I've had a lot of people tell me to read Hot Milk, and I've been meaning to for a while, so I got this one. And then the book that I am most excited for, I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm so excited for this. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I'm not sure how to say the name, but it is the cutest edition of it. Normally it's like the blue, normally it's like this kind of style, but blue. But I was looking at the secondhand books and I just thought this is so pretty. Sometimes I do like photos on the cover if they are really gorgeous photos. I do love them on the cover. And I read Clara and the Sun about 2 weeks ago, and everyone's been telling me to pick up Never Let Me Go, so I thought I'd get myself a copy of this, and it is just the cutest edition. Oh my god, I'm so excited to read this book. It smells good. What a good day. Hello everyone, it is Friday afternoon and I am back at my place in Melbourne, and it's looking a little bit more empty. I still have a lot of my furniture, bed, chest of drawers, a few kitchen stuff and a few more books to pack up, so I'm back here to do some cleaning. Gonna stay here for the night and yeah, just do some packing and cleaning, and then we've got some open inspections at my place, so it's all happening this week. And I'm also going to see my friend Gigi tonight. She's coming over. I haven't seen her in a while and I'm really excited to see her. And yeah, I went book shopping in the city today and I was going to buy Poor Things for a book club. But last time I was at the bookstore, they had the really pretty cover that wasn't the movie cover, but they only had the movie poster cover today. So I ended up ordering it on my way back home. I ended up ordering the nicer cover because you got to have a nice book cover, otherwise I'm not going to read the book. And yeah, I'm just going to do a whole lot of cleaning today and then a whole lot of resting for the rest of the week. And yes, I am halfway through tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and I am absolutely loving the writing style. I'm absolutely loving the story. It is different to what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more video gamey than it is, even though it's very video gamey. It's not even a word, but whatever. I thought it was gonna be like they get sucked into a video game that's like alternate reality or something, which is not. It's just they are big gamers and they are developing games, and it's their like friendship and their life story and their relationship. So it's kind of like a love story, but not a romance. That's what it says on the back. So it's like, there's no romance in it yet. I'm not sure if there is, but they're like more than friends. They're like family, and they have such a deep love for each other. And it's really nice reading about their relationship. And yeah, just really beautiful writing. I really like Gabrielle Zevin's writing. And yeah, I'm really liking the story. And hopefully I will finish it by the end of this vlog. So today's Friday, so hopefully I'll finish it by Sunday, which I think I will. I've got about 200 pages left, I think. So I might smash that out tonight and tomorrow. And yeah, that is my update on reading. Yeah, that's all. Hi everyone! Today is Saturday, and I was going to head back home to my parents today, but first of all, I was just too tired to, and second of all, I had to. Sorry, it looked like there was a worm on my plant, but it's just part of the plant. Sorry, getting distracted. I, first of all, was too tired to go back home, and second of all, I wanted to stay and help my brother pack and also go to some open houses with him because he's looking for a new place to move to, and we also had to get this place ready for an open inspection this morning, so it's been a bit crazy. So yeah, I had to get up quite early this morning, and then I went back to bed in the middle of the day for about 3-4 hours, and now I'm up again and I am doing some packing. And yeah, I have no reading updates. I sadly have not been reading much at all the past couple of days, but I am heading back home to my parents again tomorrow, so I reckon I might finish reading tomorrow and then I will give you all a full review on that book. I'm so sorry that this vlog has been not much reading and mostly packing and life, but yeah, I'm planning to get more into reading next week. But I did go to the op shop this morning. We had to leave the house for our open and we had to go somewhere, so I thought I may as well go to the op shop. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage and stopped recording. I keep running out of storage all the time. I just have way too much on my phone, and my phone's getting quite old as well. Anyway, I should probably just use my camera because I have a really good camera, but sometimes it's just easier to film a sit down on my phone because I've just got my phone with me. Anyway, I have the books here that I got from the op shop. I went and donated 2 big bags and only came back with this amount, so I feel like I'm still getting rid of books and I'm replacing them with better books, so it's all good. The first book that I got is The White Tiger by Aravind Adiga. It was the winner of the Booker Prize in 2008, and it's one of Jack Edwards' favourite books. I don't know much about it, but I have seen this cover. It looks very familiar, and yeah. I don't know much to say about it. I just saw it and I was like, yep, I'm getting that, and I think it's going to be a good one. Second book I got is, it's kind of embarrassing because I literally just got this book a few days ago, but I think it's a sign that I'm going to love this book, and I love having multiple editions of a book that I love and collecting all the different covers. So I already love this author's writing. I have a very big feeling I'm going to love this book, so I found a different edition of it and I got Never Let Me Go again, and it's also the same size as the one that I got, quite small, and I like this cover as well. It's still not the blue one, so now I just need the blue one, and I've got the whole set of all of the ones. And yeah, and then I got I think it's horror. It's a short story, horror. It is We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. And on the front, it's recommended by Donata and Neil Gaiman. And I have had this on my TBR for a while. I don't really know what it's about, but it sounds like a very fun read. And then the last books that I got, I already own them, but I have had this idea for book club. If you're one of my book club girls, don't listen to this part of the video. But I wanted to do like a little surprise for my book club girls because they're so lovely. And I was going to do like a blind date with a book kind of thing for them. and find like books at the op shop and like wrap them up and have them all pick one each. So I've been like on the lookout for books that I've loved or authors that I've loved at the op shop. So even if I buy a book that I already own, like I know that it can go to someone who will love it. So I got Just Kids by Patti Smith. I got a book, this is actually a book club book a while back. We have some new book club girls as well that may not have read this, so I decided to pick this one up as well. It is Seeing Other People by Reid. And then I already own this one, but I haven't read it yet, but it looks like it's going to be a good one. It's French Braid by Anne Tyler. So I got these 3 just in case. I can also give them to someone else, but yeah, I'm going to get a big selection of books to do a little blind date with a book kind of situation. I think that'd be really cute. And yeah, and then these 3 I am really excited to read. And yeah, that is my book update at the moment. So no reading updates, but did buy some books today, which is good. And maybe I'll try and read some more of my book tonight. Yeah, I need to get packing and doing some more packing, which I don't really feel like doing, but that's okay. And yeah, then tomorrow I'm just gonna head home and rest. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's Sunday afternoon now. I got up reasonably early this morning because I just really wanted to head back home to my parents and just travelled back, and then I got home and had a very big nap at my parents, and now I am awake. But on my way back to my parents, I finish tomorrow on the train, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on this book. My last update, I was halfway through and I was telling you all that I was really enjoying it, and I loved the storyline and the writing, and I still love the writing, but I found the characters became quite frustrating to read about, which I sometimes do enjoy, but I was just really angry at some of their choices, and I also found the storyline to become quite repetitive and a little boring, especially in the middle, like just after the middle mark. I did enjoy one particular part of the book where it was like told from the perspective of like them being in a video game and then playing a video game, and I do wish that the book was a bit more quirky and like delved more into that kind of style, because that was really interesting to me. But I did enjoy the book overall. I just got a bit frustrated with some of the characters, and towards the end I was just ready for the book to finish, which is not a really great feeling to have when you're reading a book. It is quite a long book as well, but I just feel like it's such a fun concept and it's such a different book to anything that I've ever read that it could have been done so much better. And I was a little bit disappointed, honestly, because the writing is beautiful. There was a lot of beautiful quotes, a lot of gorgeous quotes from Sam, especially because he's got a disability, and just the way he views the world as well, and the way he uses video games as an escape for him. But yeah, I ended up rating this 3.75 stars, which is about like a 75%. So yeah, I did enjoy it, and I do recommend it just for the writing. The writing was beautiful. But yeah, I was just a little bit disappointed by the story and the plot, and I don't want to go into too much detail without spoiling it, so I will leave it at that. But yeah, that is the book that I read this week, and it is Sunday today, so I'm just going to spend the rest of today resting. But I did want to give you a little sneak peek update on what's on my immediate TBR, and I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to read next week in next week's vlog, but I do have a little pile here of books that may feature. And it's really fun making piles, especially now that I've got all my books back together. So I made a little pile of books here of ones that I want to read in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So some of these might feature in the next vlog or the next 2. So first of all, Never Let Me Go, because I absolutely loved Clara and the Sun, and I really want to read more of his writing. Also Hot Milk, which I just got in the mail, so I've been really excited to read this one. I'm also really interested to read Verity by Colleen Hoover, which I know is very different to what I normally read. I always swore that I would never read any of Colleen Hoover's work, all the controversy and everything, and I don't think it's really up my alley, but I kind of think I'll enjoy it. It's just as a fun quick read. I've heard that it's completely insane, crazy thriller, and yeah, it could be a fun read, so it'd be a fun one to talk about. I really want to finish off Ali Smith's seasonal quartet with summer, even though it's winter here and it is completely freezing. It would be nice to escape to summer for a little bit, and I haven't read any Ali Smith in so long, so I really want to read this one. And then the last two is Talking at Night by Claire Daverley. I've been wanting to read this one for so long. I've heard that it's like normal people Sally Rooney vibes. And then a big chunky book that I have been wanting to read for the last few months is The Beasting by Paul Murray. I am so excited to read this one. A girl in book club read this one, and I also heard Jack Edwards' review, and they were both like, read this book now. Apparently the ending is wild and the writing is beautiful, and yeah, so any of these books may feature in the next vlog. So yeah, I'm hoping to get around to reading these ones really soon. And I'm going to end the vlog here, but thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in next week's vlog.